Hello and welcome. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's deal with some Quill18 separatists. Notice these colored things here, right? This is land that is already part of states, right? So if you look at the areas map mode, Uganda is a state. It's one of the states that we have already designated as a state. So even though it's a crappy province, it's already a state. So these provinces, looking at this map mode, this would be a great... Wait, we should colonize this. This is already all part of a state, or multiple states. Zambia and Shaba. So if there's any... would you rather have 0% autonomy on 3 development, or 75% autonomy on 12 development? In that case, they're equivalent, right? But there aren't really any 12 development provinces available, so these 3 development provinces are actually probably better for us to colonize next. And they're adjacent to our territory, and they'll make our borders look pretty. So I think for some of those reasons, we'll consider doing that. Let's go ahead and mothball the heavy. We're waiting for the other heavies to get over here. We're going to mothball those as well. We've been training up some extra heavies in preparation. Ugh. Suffering attrition in our own lands. It's horrible stuff. Okay, so Kilwa is where the rebellion's going to be. Kilwa has a supply limit of 27. I want all of the cannons. I want the leader that's not me, so I don't want to actually have any chance of death. And then that's going to put us at 19. We have a supply limit of, what was it again? 27. And that leader has a maneuver value of 4. So that means we can fit 31 troops. So 2 plus, that's 19. Let's just say we can send quite a few of infantry. Quite a few of. $31 troops with no attrition, because the unit weight, his maneuver value, works out well. It's a lot of infantry. Should be pretty capable of handling that rebellion. Meanwhile, these troops should probably just go squash rebellions elsewhere. Put down some rebellion unrest chance somewhere. Or we could lower maintenance, but lowering maintenance right now seems pretty risky considering this 80% rebellion chance. Any rebellions we can actually fully put down? Mombasa. Oh, yeah, we could put that down. Mombasa. So if we put all 20 in Mombasa, that'll reduce unrest by 5. So the Mombasan separatists can be quelled. Malindi, same thing. We'll just take turns moving this army around for 4 months at a time. The Beninese separatists, almost. Looks like we'll have to finish our cores before we can get rid of them. Okay, 3 more months of this. A little bit more time spent fabricating here. I don't want much from you, but I definitely do want to go to war with you soon. I want your highest development province. Do you have any trade stuffs? No. Okay, development map mode I think I did was P. These are your 2 highest development provinces. 9, 9, 8. But you've got 19 and 12. What if we just took the 19 and 12? We could do that pretty soon. It's cheaper to have 2 small wars where you take 2 provinces than it is to have 1 big war where you take 10. Because each and every claim that you get costs more spy network efficiency. So I think I want to just get the war started right away. Also, I want to go up to more than 4 cannons. I'd like to get up to 8, maybe even 10 cannons. Oh, also one thing that I've been thinking about doing, and I think what I'm gonna do it now, is we're gonna get rid of these extra cav. I should have done this a long time ago. Quill trains too many cav. These cav barely ever participate in fights. And I just don't see any value in them right now. So we're going to get rid of these guys. It's expensive to do so, but it is what it is. And instead, we're going to replace them for now. Do we want to maybe replace them with artillery? I think we do. Let's start the process of getting up to 8 artillery. I think 8 artillery instead of 8 cav is going to serve so much more value. Or at the very least, 5 artillery is useful for sieging down capital provinces. But really, like, the magical number is 6. 6 is a great number for artillery because you get a 3 bonus against level 2 forts, and you get a 2 bonus against a 3 bonus against level 1 forts, and a 2 bonus level against level 2 forts. So, it is what it is. That may actually slightly be not enough unrest now. So Mombasa is actually not getting better, but we can build another cannon now. Come on, Quill18 separatists. I know you want to rebel. 17.5% chance to continue. Not be lower than 25% due to being controlled by the merchant guilds. Let's see. B9. The nobility control a little bit more land than they need to. This one would bring them down to 10.6. It is at 25% autonomy. Let's revoke that. Takes them down to 0.05. That's good. Again, B9. The clergy control a little bit more land than they need to. But the land that they control is all, I think, the wrong religion. I think that's why we have them controlling it. We were hoping to convert it. Unfortunately, the conversion chance is just difficult. Because it's Sunni and we're fetishist. So, like, we have a hard time. We have a very hard time converting stuff. Unless, is there like some decision? The wandering shamans. Yeah, we need this. That's the problem. We need to get this. We need a theologian and 2 stability, and then we'll finally actually be able to convert stuff. Why don't we work towards trying to do that? Can we get a theologian? I know that we could hire a theologian from you. He's level 3, though. Ugh. I'm not so sure I like that. And then in the meantime, there's no reason to revoke land from the clergy when it's got high autonomy. These guys, still disloyal. The only thing that we can do to increase their opinion of us is grant monopoly charters, which we can't do until 89. She got kicked out of Portugal. Oh well. I think the only reason that I'm spying on Portugal is that I keep thinking in my head that we have steady technology, but we don't have that yet. We can lose a little bit of legitimacy. It'll come back pretty quick. I really want these Quill18 separatists to, like, fire so that we can lower our maintenance. That is one of the benefits of having 0 corruption. 120 monarch points across the board. It's very nice. Meanwhile, why don't we take a look at the trade map mode, trade goods, and see how many gold nodes we own. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold nodes. The development cost, 65, 65, 69, 75, and 84. Would it be worthwhile? 75% autonomy on all of these. Ugh. Ugh. Zimbabwe would be a great region to add as a state to get those gold mines working for us. Could we get rid of one of our other states? Do we have a state that sucks? Our weakest state, I wish this ordered it by size, by the way, is 15 development, it looks like. Sankura. When do we gain more state limit? Tech 12. Ugh. It's gonna be a while. Our truce with Oyo is up. Okay. The Mombasan separatists are at 0%. The Malindi are the ones we want to worry on next now. Park the army over here. Malindi should tick down next month now that we have that extra cannon, maybe? Wish we could get some of this land converted. 84% religious unity is rather unfortunate. We could try firing advisors, but that's pretty expensive. I think we're kind of just waiting to see if we're going to get lucky on... Hey, it's Quill! Quill's back! Good. 343, not bad. Slightly above average. 10 monarch points. We like that. We'll take it. I mean, anytime you get a leader that's above average, I think that that's a good deal. So, I'm happy with that. We now have 7 cannons. Hey, it's the kill wins. Good. Kill them all. Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 2 versus a 9. Stop rolling so poorly. Those are some really, really shit rolls, is all I have to say about that. Like, oh my god, we actually lost. Can you believe it? That is some horse manure right there. Can we get there and actually engage them again before the end of the month? We're not still building ships here, are we? Yes, we are. We're still building 2 carracks from the merchant guilds. Damn it. And they gained 50% of their morale back because they won the fight. We can be there by the 15th, which is in 4 days. So we can engage them. It's not optimal, but I'm going to do it anyway because I hate them. I can't believe we lost that fight. There were some seriously, seriously bad rolls there. But no, I don't want to lose those 2 heavies. There's 100 gold worth of heavies that will get killed if we don't win this fight. Alright. Now we can go down to no maintenance, or we can go and try to work on the Ajuran separatists. Kismayo is the one that was part of our state. These, we're going to have a rebellion at some point. The question is really, can we wage a quick war against you? We need 1 more point, and I think we're going to go for the quick war against him before we worry about it. So let's keep our maintenance high. In fact, let's park our armies down in here and in here. We'll wait until the 2 provinces apart so that they don't suffer any extra attrition. We want to build a spy network against you, and we want to build a spy network against Oyo if at all possible. We already are. We have claims on 2 provinces. The next claim is going to cost 30. A spy of ours was recently discovered, and how could you get discovered when you were at 22? I thought you couldn't possibly get discovered at less than 25. Their spies operate at 100% efficiency. Well, that's kind of crap. Yeah, it says right here. Risk of discovery per month, 0%. How did we get kicked out then? If we're gonna go to war with them, we should unmothball these heavies. Get them repaired up. The the shipyard actually is the one that has the local ship repair now. We do have a shipyard in Kilwa, so let's send these ships to here to get them repaired a little bit faster. Our colony is about to finish in Zosa. Zosa is not part of a state. It's just a province. It's okay. Let's go ahead and colonize this stuff. Do we have any of these? Yeah, 5 development, and it's already part of a state. I'm still learning which map mode it is that is showing me this information. So, and you're 6 development, so by all means, go there. And we want to park one infantry on that province to get the colonization events. We also want to put 1 infantry on this as well. That's one thing that I constantly forget to do, is that when you take this focus, you never get rebellions, so you never put troops on your provinces. But there's a lot of random events that can happen that give you like plus 100 settlers, plus 200 settlers. And those events can't fire unless you have troops. Unless you have troops on the province. So... did I do that right? I don't think I did that right. You didn't pick up the troop, did you? We're losing money at the moment. Why is that? Probably because of the maintenance of the heavies. We have a fairly sizable army now. We're still reinforcing. And I've got 8 cannons now instead of... do I have 8 cannons, or did I stay at 7? Oh, I never did build that 8th cannon. Damn. Okay, we want to claim on Mahafali. I think we want to get our trade fleet to go home at war for now, until we know for sure we have naval superiority. We want to have a navy. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. We'll take our navy, and we'll send it to where these ships are. Songhai has declared war on Oyo. A great opportunity to jump in on that. Cogs are horrible at combat, so we don't really want them to be part of the combat fleet. Finished a core, that's cool. We want the nobility to lose estate, the levy, or lose a lot of money, but gain possible advisors and gain loyalty. And the nobility loses influence. Let's see, what will we prefer for them? Right now they're at 50-50, they're right in the middle. The possible advisors might allow us to buy a theologian. The national tax modifier and the loss of ducats, though, is pretty severe. I think we just do that one. Keep it simple. The clergy modifiers have expired. That seems fine. I would love for you to become loyal again someday. Can't do this again for 3 years. Because we had to take out a loan, we have money, so let's use that money to build shipyards. Kilwa's got 40% autonomy. This one's got 25%. Got a temple and a marketplace. Both kind of make sense. If we got 3 development here, then we could build another building. It's pretty expensive to upgrade, though. I think we just build a shipyard. Oh, you already have a shipyard. Never mind. We have a barracks and a marketplace. This guy had some money at some point, huh? Okay, I guess we're holding on to our money for the moment. Because, yeah. I'm so glad we were able to get some power projection from humiliating Ajuran. I'm glad the game didn't screw me and steal my rivalry status. Portugal has a new form of government. Here's what we're going to do. So we want 27 combat width for our navy. So we will drop the transports, and then we're going to take you down to 27. And then the rest can hang out. So the 27 fleet, that's going to be like what we go do combat with. And then the 18 is going to be what we transport troops across the borders with. Let's go find his light fleet, which should be protecting trade. I think that's it right there. It is heading to the Gulf of Zanzibar. Let's wait until that... I want to be as far away from his actual heavies as possible. There should come a time where that navy comes through here, and our 20 light ships, 7 heavy ships will just blow it up. Meanwhile, we'll prepare for an invasion of the north up here. There they are. They're there right now. Okay, ready and declare war. Actually, out of curiosity, would you accept a threatened war? No, didn't think so. Well then, we're going to take your capital and you're going to like it. We make it over the non-port province. It's slightly easier to engage that way. 27 combat width. So we know for sure our heavies are fighting, which is good. Took no losses. Looks like we barely took any real damage at all. And then we go blockade in the rest, which means that these guys are free. We take the light ships, we get them back to protecting trade in Zanzibar since we know they're safe now. And we send over 7 infantry. Just 7 infantry. They are the best frontline troops, I think. If you have to, and you have narrow combat width, like, I don't know how big his army is, but we want to have the widest army of good troops that we can. We'll send over ourselves. No, I don't want to lead troops because we could die. We'll send over the other guy. Excuse me. Hey, we're making money again, so that's nice. Let's repay that loan. He actually brought his navy out, but our 27 ships should be solid. We killed 3 heavies, killed 4 of that. We lost nothing. Excellent. Let's go ahead and send this transport up to there. Let's grab these guys and say detach damaged. They should come right back out and blockade that once they're done. We've already got 7 troops beachheaded. Now, rather than try to transfer another 7, what I'm going to do is we're going to go and we're going to just conquer as much of this as we can. And within 1 month now, we're going to bring over another 7 troops and we're going to just land them directly. As soon as that siege completes. We are at full maintenance, but these guys suffered some attrition on their marches, apparently. Or, I'm not really sure. As soon as that siege completes, we can drop off more infantry. There we go. And let's go pick up the cannons now. So... yep, the cannons, and we need 1 more cannon. We'll bring over the cannons plus 1 cav. He's got 16 troops, 10 in the front row. So let's make sure that we end up with, I think I do want to go pick up the remaining cav as well. I don't think we need any more infantry. Unless we want to loot. Which we do kind of want. We do kind of want to loot. Let's get everybody over here. He doesn't want to engage us. Something bad just happened to Oyo. Let's make sure we're bringing the cav. So we'll go like that. Select this unit, attach. I want to get the just make sure to get the cav down there so we have our ideal army composition. See, that's like one of the random events that can fire. Oh man, they've already rebelled? That was faster than I expected. Okay, let's see if we can just end this war. I was hoping to loot this guy for a while, but I don't think we're gonna have time for it. Savannah. 14 is too many infantry. We need 10 in the front row. And let's go engage. We're engaging with our own leader. Because he is slightly superior. There is a risk of death. Please don't kill me. But this is an optimal engagement. We've got slightly superior morale. He is on tech 11 to our tech 9. So we're beating someone who's got 2 tech levels on us. Which is good. And he's going to retreat down to Mafali or whatever it's called. Squished it. We will... we'll do this. We'll grab all of the cannons. Grab 6 of the cannons. Level 3 fort. We'll grab... half of that and go there. Make sure we've got our blockade in place. It is. And let's siege this thing down as quickly as we can. Unappoint our leader as soon as we can. Get our siege guy over there as soon as we can. Okay, so we're unappointed. More troops are going down there. There's tons of loot to be had here, but we've got problems. We've got this rebellion to deal with. Ajuran separatists. They're obviously not going to fight Ajuran. This is mostly infantry. We don't need the cav down here anymore, so let's find our cav. Send it back up to here. This is like one of the few arguments you could make where maybe having more cav could be useful. You know, having a 2-front war. There are 20 troops in the front row there. We've got 18 infantry. So we'll want to send back 2 extra infantry as well. It's a shame we don't have any cannons. And then beyond that, we'll just split up and loot most things about as equally as we can. Actually, no, I don't want to really do it that way. I want to loot everything all at once. Loot them one province at a time. Provinces that we're not going to take. All these infantry only loot 1. It's kind of pathetic. Head up to here. And this, I think we can probably garrison them in there with just the heavies. So let's get the light ships back to protecting trade in Zanzibar. One of the reasons why we want to loot him down is because the weaker he is, the better our trade situation is going to be. This is Savannah, so it's not defensive terrain. Again, I think we will use our own commander. Risk of death. We have superior maneuver to him, so let's just wait and see if he wants to engage us. If he wants to engage us, that's better, because then we have a river crossing bonus. He does have 2 cannons, but we should be able to win. We have a slightly wider army, so we'd be flanking. Our infantry flank... Sorry, our cav flank. Yep, with the river crossing, we should be totally fine here. Again, it'd be great if we could use some cannons, but... The cav are doing their job. This is how you use cav. Missionary strength. Tolerance of the true faith goes down. Tolerance of heathens. God of the sky. We trust in the spirits. Buha gets animist syncretism for 20 years. Do we want to try to become Catholic? Nah, I think we try to stay true to our animist fetishists. We like fetishism. It's great. Want to appoint the leaders so we have less risk of ruler death. And we'll take those back. And we're going to need the transports down here to bring troops home. Loot is down to there, so we will bring half of them off. And we're doing a pretty good job on this siege. We don't need this many troops here, though. We ended up with 7 artillery, so that's kind of stupid. Unless we suffer a disease outbreak. But if we suffer a disease outbreak, it's not going to cost us that much. We're better off looting, I think. We don't need any maintenance right now. There's no risk of any rebellions. Let's go down to no maintenance. No, we can't do that. About 60% maintenance. We're suffering 1.5% attrition. So we need to recover at least some of our troops that we lose to attrition each month. Otherwise, we will quickly not have enough men here. But we can lower maintenance a little bit, make a little bit of money. And actually, you know what? Now that we're done with this rebellion, maybe we take the time. Why don't we take the time to actually loot this guy down pretty heavily? Diplotech. Do we want to take Diplotech? Naval morale, trade range, and we can build a dock. Ooh, goody! The dock. We'll take the Diplotech. Is there anything that's going to help us out? Not really. Alright, I'm going to take a break here, but I look forward to seeing you again in the next episode, so thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. 30-minute episode. Oops. It seems to happen sometimes.